we have had, I think as especially if you're starting your own business or even in just in your career in general, there are sometimes those inner blocks, that negative talk that hold us back or are still holding us back. What would you consider yours to have been or still are, your inner blocks?
Oh, yeah. What makes you think you can do this? I get that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like, well, so what makes me think I can't? I mean, I just take the opposite of that. And here's another space that I've recently got into. Historically, business has been built from a linear perspective, that you do this step and then this step, then this step. I think we're in a place in our world where quantum steps are being made. So it's not that 1 year you have output of X, and then you have 1,000, and then you have 10,000. I'm playing in the space that I have output of X, and my next step will be 10,000 fold. So, yeah. So there's no reason why we have to remain linear, even though that's how we were taught to think, right?
Right.
And I'm learning that the linear thought has masculine, I'm doing air quotes, masculine energy around it. And the quantum trajectory is more of a feminine way of viewing things. So I am all over exploring more of the feminine way of moving things forward, because we all have been there, cooking dinner, helping with homework, tending to the pets, and it all happens at the same time, and dinner still gets served. And all these other things have happened. We were trained to approach things in a multidimensional way. So why can't we apply that to our businesses too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have been also on that path of finding that feminine power, tapping into that and moving towards away from some of that masculine energy, as you mentioned, because it fits so much better for, especially the way I am, that, but I noticed that in some of the language or some of the work that I was doing, it was very much very masculine driven, that energy that I had to adjust and move, and it's beautiful, and I know, yeah, so it's
Yeah.
good. I'm glad that
Yeah.
you mentioned it.
Yeah. And then on the, what I want to adapt is the masculine energy about creating wealth,
Mhm.
because men generally are not demure about
Yes,
declaring that. So
absolutely.
yes, so yes, so I just wanted to come full circle on that point.
I love that. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So, you've you've had three different careers, and now you're in this the one you're in with, especially with Twirl. Um, and we all know that every now and then it's not always rainbows and daisies now. So, what do you do when you are stressed or overwhelmed?
Okay. So really reconnecting with my vision. Because if I still can light up about the vision, that keeps me going.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean at 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe every once in a while wake up and go, what am I doing? And then I can take like 3 deep breaths, connect to my vision, and get back on the path again.
That's
Yeah.
great.
So
Okay, so
that's what I do. Yeah.
love that. So reconnecting with the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Great. And what is something that you were told that you believed and it had a profound impact on you, but it was just not true?
Yeah. To not be so much.
Hmm. Okay.
Well,
And
too much, too loud, to this, to that. And I bought into it. So I'm of the age that I was raised to be a nice girl, which to me translated into not claiming the limelight.
mm,
Now, there were certain things, oh my gosh, if I got A's in spelling bees or if I were class president, but there was definitely a level there. Don't go past that.
So what did you do to get past that? Or are you still working on that?
I'm still working. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's sometimes ingrained in you. It, with whatever it is that we're working through, it's sometimes ingrained that it's every day. It's just a baby steps trying to get through or getting past it. Or sometimes it's just really that awareness of
Yes.
recognizing, yeah, I know what I'm doing here. Okay.
Right. Or right. Or really listening to who's telling you you're too much.
Hmm.
Yeah. Are you like just listening? And it's fascinating who those people are versus who say keep going, right?
Hmm. Right. And isn't it better to have those who are going to lift us up surround us more so than the naysayers, the ones who are going to question? Because it's really sometimes their fears that they're projecting.
Right, right. I mean, I remember those grade school teachers that just saw, like, really saw me, you know? And so, okay, so you're in third grade, but if you want to read this book, go for it, right? I mean,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, we all need those who see us more until they have a vision for us, and then we finally get and catch up to that vision, or even go past it.
right. Well,
But it,
they really see our vision that we may not even be connected to, and they remind us of what our vision is for ourselves. And so
yes.
we get to stretch into that.
Which is great. It's always
Yeah.
wonderful to have just those people around us. They're just like, oh, thank goodness. Yes, absolutely.